Good morning, everyone. Running a little late today, getting everything started. We're going to, market's already open at 9:30. We're going to go ahead and go over today's prop firm deals, see what's out there, as well as check the news before we get started. Go ahead and connect all my accounts in TradeSyncer. And yes, I'm going to make a submission of guilt here. Did something that I wasn't supposed to do. I traded last night, and as you can see, I traded all my Apex avals. Made quite a bit of money here. I'm going to keep trading them, so the renewal date on those is set for the 28th. I am trying to pass before the 28th so I don't have to pay the renewal fee. So we're going to see if we can get those passed. We got about 8 grand left we need to make in those accounts. I am connected to the wrong connection on Quantower. I'm glad I just caught that. I need to be connected to Lucid. Let me go ahead and get that connected there. Waiting for that to connect. Big sell off there at the open. And for some reason my chart is frozen. Did TradingView just crash? Still got movement on Quantower, but nothing on TradingView. Let me try a manual refresh on the page here. Not sure what's going on, why TradingView is lagging like that. All right, so let's go over today's prop firm deals. The 80% off sale on Apex is over. If you missed it, I'm sure they will extend it or roll out another sale soon. We've got 25% off on Blue Sky. Buellnock still has their 91% off option 1 accounts with 1-day pass and 75% off option 2 end of day accounts with 1-day pass. Those both, one of those ends on September 30th, the other ends on September 28th. Day traders is got 90% off trailing, 80% off static, and 40% off straight to funded. Funded Futures Network, kind of a hidden gem, 50% off all accounts, no activation fee, and buy one, get one free. Hell of a deal. Funded Index Futures, 10% off Rapid and Legacy. Then we have Funding Ticks, which is 20% off all accounts. And then I saw they dropped this morning. If you've never had an account with them, you can get 35% off one account as a new time user. So you might want to take advantage of that if you've never had an account with them. Up next, we've got Lucid Trading, still rolling on their 40% off Lucid Test and 30% off Lucid Direct. My Funded Futures, 50% off all accounts for new users. Or the deal for existing users is buy one account and get the second account 25% off. Fidus Prop Firm is 80% off all OTP challenges, which is one-time payment. There is no activation fee on those, and then 60% off their regular evaluations. Take Profit Trader, 40% off all accounts, no activation fee and daily payouts. You can have up to 5 accounts. Daily payouts, it's like a cheat code. The Futures Desk, 70% off static, no activation fee, and 50% off end of day with no activation fee. Then we got Tick Trader, 65% off S2F Plus accounts on their 50K and 100K sizes. That will give you 65% off for instant funding, and if you pay with crypto or Skrill, you get an extra 5% off. Hell of a deal. Then they've got 25% off their regular S2F direct accounts and their evaluation accounts, all with code SOPF. Trade Day, another one, 30% off, no activation fee, and daily payouts. They are coming up out there, made some changes, instant milestones. You can get funded in 5 days now instead of 7. I like the changes that they're doing. And then Tradeify just added Project X to their arsenal. They have 30% off all accounts. That's advanced, growth, or straight to funded, whichever tickles your fancy. All right, we come over here and we look at the news. Wednesday, September 24th. We have no red folder news whatsoever. We do have an orange folder at 10 o'clock for new home sales. That's it on the agenda. So looking here, we have big sell-off off the open. No prior red folder news this morning to look for data wicks. So what we are going to do is we are going to wait for the first 15 minutes to pass. And from there, we are going to see what kind of trade we can get here. If we look at the 1 hour time frame, we're definitely looking in a bearish downtrend here. So we have not taken out this swing low yet, but looking like with this sell-off, we may take it out. And I'm not a pattern trader in the least bit, but if we come up here and we look at this, that's one scary looking head and shoulders there. We got one shoulder. Oops. We got one shoulder, the head, the second shoulder being formed, and then down she goes. Let's just see what gets presented here and go from there. All right, sell off here into the open. Looks like we swept this low here. Equal lows. Those were swept. We did not take out the low that formed overnight in. Let's look at this. So overnight session, we had Asia low and Asia high form. London took out Asia high after the open here. We came down and we swept London low, but we did not sweep Asia low. And if we look at it on ES, ES formed Asia high and low, but London then took out Asia high, but we did not sweep London low like we did on NQ. So we have a form of SMT developing there if that holds. Had some equal highs resting up here. About 2 minutes before I would be interested in a trade here. I kind of do like this setup, but we're not really getting much movement here. Looking like we want lower lows. But if we, that was equal high, not data high. So like I said, if we come back over here and we look at the Asia and London session highs and lows, we can see that NQ off open here took out London low. But if we look at ES, ES did not take out London low. So we have formed an SMT here, which could be a sign for a reversal. Welcome into the stream, guys. Please like, subscribe, drop a message in the chat. If we get to 10 viewers, we'll do a giveaway for ABEX evaluation, any size of your choice. But we have to get up to 10 viewers. All right, first 15 minutes have passed off the open. We had a push up and then a move down here. NQ took out London low. ES did not. We formed a SMT there. I do not like the wiki behavior of this current movement here. Oh, London low on ES was 6,715.50, and the low of that candle was exactly the same, so it has not swept. It has double bottomed onto London low. I will invalidate that SMT if we see a move down. So we want to see at least 17.25 on ES. So making a new low here on NQ. ES has not made a new low. It looks like it is trying, but we haven't gotten there yet. Would like to see it come down and sweep. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this SMT. Looking at the dollar. Dollar is trending up. We are moving down on the indexes. We have two nice interesting areas of resting liquidity here on NQ. We've got equal highs up here at all-time highs, and we've also got equal highs here at this 1 hour high swing point. There we go. ES made its new low there. We will be starting into a macro in about 1 minute. I'm not sure what's going on with TradingView data today, but it is severely lagging. Look at this incomplete candle here compared to how it looks over here on Quantower. I'm not sure why the feed is like that. So NQ has just taken out Asia low there. ES has also taken Asia low at the same time right here as we're coming into a macro time. So macro starts at 950, runs to 1010. So we're macro time. Looking for a nice sign of reversal there on that Asia low sweep. Let me try to reload this page, see if there we go. Now the candles look right. Looks like NQ may be reaching down here for previous day low. I'm going to go for a little bit deeper of a move down, and then we could potentially see a reversal. ES also probably going for yesterday's low. YM doing its own thing. I love this TFO kill zones and pivots indicator here, but I don't like when you change charts and you come back to it and it's got it all squished like that. Because even if you put it in automatic mode, it tries to fit all the lines into the screen and it just looks like crap. We got about 6 viewers on here right now. Please like and subscribe. Drop a message in the chat. We get up to 10, we'll do a giveaway for an Apex account. But you have to like, subscribe, and drop the message in the chat. Good morning. How you doing? Morning, Vic. Morning, Kurgami. I'm not just going to blindly enter on this, but I'd like to see price move down here, take out previous day low while forming a 1 minute or singular fair value gap, and then kind of have this movement right here. I don't really like how it came down here all the way to the previous day low and we didn't take it. ES also did not take it. Looking at the daily on YM, it did not take its previous day low either. Morning, Viper. Since you guys weren't here at the beginning, I admitting to myself breaking my rules last night. On these 20 Apex accounts, I traded some of Asia session and made around 6,000 profit in each of them. These accounts have been in the evaluation period for I think 16 days. And if you know, on average, there's about 20 trading days in a month, and these are set to renew on the 28th. So as far as I either want to pass them or fail them before the 28th, because if I pass them, I only have to pay the funded account fee. If I fail them or I do not pass, I have to pay to renew them. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to pass these. We need about 8,000 more to pass these, and I need to do it before the 28th. So it looks like we got about nine viewers in here now. Please, guys, please like, subscribe, drop a message in the chat. Everybody who at least drops a message in the chat will add your name to a wheel, and we will spin for a free Apex account. But right now we're sitting at about 9. Yeah, I was kind of mixed on it, Vic, but when the renewal fee is $120 an account times 20, I mean, that's not no small chunk of change. That's a $2,400 renewal. Or if I fail them, if I blow them up before the renewal date, they'll still renew, but I'll get fresh accounts again. Or if I pass them, I got to pay 140 times 20. That's only $400 more dollars. So I would much rather skip paying an extra renewal fee if I can. How you doing? Made me buy it. What'd they make you buy? I have no idea what you just asked. What studage did I use? What do you mean by stootage? So I do not like. How long have I been trading? I've been trading, let's see, for about the last 4 years pretty regularly, like every day that the market's open on everything except crypto. So stocks, small caps, futures in my personal account, and futures with prop firms. And before that, kind of on and off part time for a couple years. So I'd say all in all, probably about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, but only 4 years I have been trading pretty actively. What about you? How long you been trading? How long everybody in the chat been trading? So I think we're seeing a little bit of retracement here before price wants to come down and take that low there, previous day low. What would the risk to reward be on this for possibly a little scalpy scalp? So it's a 1 to 7 1 if we got in here at the 62 level, which would be 25.75. So I might try that. So we'd be risking about 100 high of that candle. So 51.50. And target will go a few points before, so we'll do 81.75. So risking 103 to make 176. But it looks like we're going to miss our entry there. But we'll go ahead and place the order anyway. So our entry 85.75. Hold on. It's on the wrong chart there. $825.75. All right, there we go. Let's see if we get filled on that now. Three to 4 years, yeah, it takes some time. Trading is definitely not an overnight thing. It is kind of a battle with yourself. Strategy, I would say, only makes up about 10% of trading. A lot of it is psychology and risk management. You need to protect your capital. You need to be a good risk manager. Um, that is the main thing I would say to concentrate on. So what we were looking at here on the 5 minute, if we get filled here, is we've got a 5 minute fair value gap. And I still think price wants to go and take that previous day low down there. So where entry would be right around the 62% retracement level there inside the 5-minute fair value gap around the consequent encroachment of that fair value gap. Stop would be 2 ticks above the first candle in the 5-minute fair value gaps formation. And then take profit would be literally about 1 point roughly shy of previous day low. Previous day low is 780.50. Okay, we're in there. We are in the trade. We are short. My biggest single payout, 40,000. If you check my Twitter, you'll see, I believe it was in July of this year, June or July, $40,000 payout from Apex. It was 2,000 on 20 different 50K accounts. And then I let my emotions get the best of me. I was in the payout cycle 2, and I think I was like on day 6 or 7, and could have requested again on day 8, and then I think I only needed to flip or something, and I tried to do more than flip. I tried to actually make some money, and I ended up blowing the accounts and losing a $40,000 payout. So I do not like how price just closed above that 5-minute fair value gap there. I do not like that. But I'm going to continue to stay into this trade. Hand off the mouse. Let's see what we get here. But I have a feeling I'm going to get stopped out on this one. Did I believe trading was going to work out for me? You got to believe, and then you got to make it happen. You just can't believe, and then it's just magically going to work out. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort, and the hours. I mean, you're going to lose. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck, but you got to do what you got to do. Nobody that won anything didn't lose a few times before they started winning. Right now, this trade's up about 40 ticks. I would like to see price come back down and close below this 5-minute fair value gap again. Give me a deeper sell-off here. How are we looking on ES? So ES did not inverse this 5-minute. That 5-minute held on ES in Q. We did inverse it. So hopefully, because things didn't align there, we will see a stretch back down to previous day low. That's our target down here, previous day low on NQ. Let me go ahead and set up an alert on ES to see if when we take previous day low, all in all, though, I'm slightly around 100 and almost 150K in prop payouts between last year and this year. I don't like how price is respecting this now inverted 5-minute fair value gap on NQ. Looking on the lower time frame here on the 1 minute, we moved up, retraced to the 79% level of that leg while forming a 1 minute fair value gap, and price did inverse that 1 minute. So it's a mixed bag here. We've got an inversion on the 5 minute on NQ, but ES did not invert. But on the lower time frames, we inverted a 1 minute. But like I said, I think price wants lower. I think we're going to see previous day low before we see previous day high. Question from Made Me Buy It. Have you ever cried on a trade that you lose all the account you have? I don't know about cry. I've broke some stuff. Keyboards, mice, a monitor, things like that, but crying, not so much. Um, but I've gone through several keyboards in my day. That's what we want to see. Give us that move down there. Let's go take previous day low. You've also got psychological support down here on NQ. So we were talking about this a different day on the stream. All strategies aside, you've got whole numbers. So where people will place their stops and buy orders and things like that. So think of a whole number or psychological support, um, like an even number, like $50 or $100. So this 24.8 area here is, we've got psychological support, and that's at 24,800 on NQ. Then ES, same thing. We've got psychological support around 6,700 area. So I'd like to see price come down below this psychological support of 24.8 and close below it to come down here and take out previous day low. So I don't like how price is kind of stalling here, struggling to go lower. Um, I'm going to move my stop um, down some 2 ticks above the high of this candle, which the high of this candle is 24,841. So we're going to go 24,841.50 to take some of the risk away. Because if we're going lower, price should stay under that high there. Good morning. How you doing? Only inverse there on NQ. We did not inverse on ES. Looking at YM on the 5-minute. It's nowhere even near a fair value gap. Come on, give us a big push down here. Big push down. What will I say for beginner traders? Pick one strategy and stick to it. Every strategy, for the most part, works. Trend lines, ICT, supply and demand, trading the VWAP, trading patterns. They all work. The problem is the human psychology related to the person clicking the buttons. So if you can't control your emotions and manage risk, that's when you think your strategy's not working. I tried trend lines and I lost on the first trade, so I doubled my position on the second trade, and I blew up. I lost the account. So trend lines must not work. Or ICT, same thing. I traded this fair value gap and it didn't work and it failed. Um, it's things like that. You got to pick one strategy. You got to stick to it. Um, you need to protect your capital and your risk like it's the most important thing. Need to live. Need to live to trade another day. That's the biggest thing. So tilt is the biggest thing that you have to learn how to control. Because even traders that have been trading for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, they'll still tilt. It happens. It's one of the hardest things to break. Nobody likes to lose. Nobody likes being red. But that's just part of trading. So looking like we're going to get stopped out here. ES still hasn't inversed. It's got the VWAP resting right above. NQ did inverse, but VWAP is right above, acting as resistance. Not a pattern trader, but we draw up some trend lines here. price is currently stuck in this, we would, as old Patrick Wheeler would say, this is a bear flag. Had a big push down there, and then we're forming a flag. Hopefully for a break lower here, but I think I've moved my stop up too soon and probably going to get stopped here. Should have left it where it was originally at. All right, looks like we've got 10 viewers on here, so we can do a giveaway, but I need 10 people in the chat to drop a 1. And once I see 10 different names drop a 1, I will add those 10 names to a wheel, and we will spin a wheel, and the winner will receive an Apex evaluation, any size of their choice from 25K to 300K. So drop a 1 in the chat. And once we get 10 ones in there, we would do a little giveaway. ES still did not inverse that 5-minute. It is holding. We've only got 1 so far, guys. I can't run a giveaway with only one person in it. Come on, guys. 10 people in here and only got 1 in the chat. Yeah, just type a 1. And once I see 10 ones in there, or because we have 5 viewers, even if I get 5 ones in there, those 5 people can go up on a wheel. But I'd like for all 10 people that are viewing to be in the giveaway to make it a 1 out of 10 chance here. So we'll give everybody about 5 more minutes here. So at 10, it's 10:22 now. At 10:27, make sure you've commented 1 by 10:27, and then we can run a giveaway with the names that have commented a 1, just the number 1 in the chat. So far, we got Vic, we got Kurgami, Kadam, Faye, and Made Me Buy It. I still want to know what they made you buy, bro. What'd they make you buy? Come on, give us a big push down here. Give us a big push down. So right now we've got 5 out of 10 people that have commented a 1. You've got to 10:27 to comment a 1 for your name to go up on the wheel for a chance to win an Apex evaluation. Good morning, 007 Trader. You got the golden gun from James Bond? That game used to be my shit back in the day. Seeing a little bit of a push down here. ES never inverse that 5-minute, but NQ did. It seems to be holding. We're targeting a previous day low or right before it. We've got some psychological support at 24.8. Still only got about 5 people that have commented a 1. You got 5 more people, still giving them a chance to enter. You got 2 minutes. We're getting tight here. Where are we going, chat? Are we going up or down off this trade here? I don't know, we're kind of tight here. Price just kind of stalling out. I'd like to see a move down here, but I'm not liking how we're not displacing to either direction. ES is respecting that 5-minute fair value gap nicely. We've only wicked above. None of the bodies have closed above. We're on NQ. We did inverse it, but then we came and we closed back down back below it again. So that is a balanced price range. It is no longer a 5-minute fair value gap. So BPR, it has been balanced and rebalanced and balanced again. All right, so 1027. So we can do a little giveaway here. So let me find a wheel app. So random prize wheel picker. Doesn't get much fairer than that. Picker wheel. Spin the wheel to decide a random choice. Okay, so the first person we had that commented a 1 was Vic Gotra. Then we got Kuragami. Then we got Kadam Hulis. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing anybody's names. We got Faye. We got Made Me Buy It. I still want to know what they made you buy. Killer Viper. Got in there right at 1027. Did I miss anybody? Vic, we got you. We got Kurgami. We got Kadam. We got Faye. We got Made Me Buy It. And we got Killer Viper. I think I got everybody there. So how does this thing work? It says to shuffle. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spin this thing, and whichever name it lands on, that's who wins it. All right, here we go. I didn't do anything. Okay, that just shuffles the names. How the hell do... Okay, I got to click the middle of it. Okay, Faye says he can't use Apex. Pass it to somebody else. Okay, I will remove Faye. All right, I got to click the middle to spin it, not this shuffle button. My bad. I don't know. I don't know how to use this thing. So we're going to spin it. Whoever it lands on wins the account. Here we go. Spinning. Vic Gortra has won the account. Congrats, Vic. Um, please send an email to this email address. Or actually, send Save on Prop Firms a message on Twitter and say that you were a winner to a giveaway live on stream with FOMO Trader, and they will get that code over to you. It'll be 100% off promo code. You're welcome, bro. So if we can get up to, right now we're still sitting at 10 viewers. Let's say if we get up here to 15 viewers, we can do another giveaway. So 5 more people, we'll run another one. So just drop Save on Prop Firms a message on Twitter. Here is their handle. Send them a message on Twitter and say you want an Apex account live on stream with FOMO Trader, and they will get you that code. So we are still kind of chopping around here. ES has still not closed above that 5-minute. NQ is just kind of back and forth here. I have a feeling what's about to happen is price is going to run up and take these equal highs out up here around the 24,840 mark, and then we're going to continue lower. Yeah, congrats on the account, bro. Good luck. Hope you pass. Hope you get a payout. There's nothing better than getting an account for free or winning something for free and then turning it into an actual payout. That is awesome if someone can do that. And Vic, if you message them and they do not respond right away, just give it a little bit of time. They will get to you. They get a lot of DMs, a lot of messages. They will try to get to you as soon as they can. So it looks like we're moving lower here. We're currently up about 80 ticks on this trade now. I'd like to see a big push down here under the 24.8 level. Under 24.8 psychological support, and we will see previous day low. Moving lower here. Come on. We are under 24.8 psychological support here. Give us a push down to our take profit at 24,782.75. We are still holding under 24.8 here. We did not have spoke too soon. Looks like we're rejecting back up a little bit. We need to push under 24.8 and hold to see the target of previous day low. So you can see it right here. Previous day low is 24,780 area, and we're going for 24,872. So we're off by about 2 points. So we're currently up over 100 ticks on this trade. We need to see this 5-minute candle here close under 24.8. Give us a closure under 24.8 here. That's what we would like to see. Hey Vic, what is your Twitter handle? What is your Twitter tag? Give you a shout out for my Twitter here. So we closed on that candle at exactly 24.8. Not below it, not above it, at exactly 24.8. Talk about some psychological support right there. That's tough. Broke below 24.8 on the 5-minute, but we did not close below it. Closed at exactly 24.8. Hey Vic, what's your Twitter handle before you go? Drop it in the chat, please. Yeah, it seems okay right now. I just don't like how 24.8 is holding there. I would like to see a closure under 24.8. I'm not liking the reaction we had off of 24.8. ES is still holding this 5-minute fair value gap. We have not seen a closure above, just wicks. It is being respected nicely. YM hasn't even came up to this 5-minute fair value gap here. So made me buy it is asking, bro, what will you say to the people that live in Africa who can't afford a funded account but have the knowledge to trade? That's a tough one, bro. All I can say is save up. Um, Try to wait for a sale like my funded futures right now. I don't know the semantics of the conversion from USD to African currency. So I can't answer that correctly or honestly, so I don't want to pretend like I do. But, $39 USD for their 50K account right now is is about the lowest I've personally ever seen in the marketplace for an account from a reputable firm. Um, if that's still something that is out of your wheelhouse as far as cost effectiveness, I would say to try to get in on these giveaways as much as you can. Um, I'll be doing them on here all the time. We're going to install a bot in the chat to make it a little bit easier to do. I was just waiting till we got some more viewers in here. We'll be giving away accounts from almost all the firms that Save on Prop Firms is partnered with, from Apex to Buellnox to day traders to all of them. Um, and yeah, if you're looking to buy something, I would look for something with no activation fee. That way, all the cost is up front, and that way you pay one fee and you take your time on the evaluation. You manage your risk appropriately, and you pass the account, and then you get into the funded stage and you do the same thing like you did in the eval. You respect your risk, you take your time, and you try to turn it into a payout. And once you get one payout, you can take that money and you can use that money to get yourself a second account and a third account. Is $39 something for an all-in price that's attainable for you, or is that still too much? Like I said, I don't know the currency conversion of, or what even currency Africa uses. I don't mean to sound uneducated, but I just don't know. So we are still stalling out here at 24.8. I'd like to see a move down below 24.8 and a closure below 24.8. We want to see this previous day low here taken. And every time I enable this damn indicator, it messes my screen up. All right, we're below 24.8 again. Let's give a push down. Push us down underneath previous day low. And another thing I'll say on that made me buy it is while you're saving up, trying to get some money together for an account, or you're potentially waiting to win an account from somewhere, hoping you get lucky, just refine your strategy as much as you can. Paper trade, trade on trading view. I mean, be ready for when the time comes. So trading view is great for their free account. You can paper trade on it. You can emulate a 50K account. The only thing you can't really emulate is the drawdown, whether it be end of day or trailing. I prefer end of day drawdown. It makes things easier end of day with no daily loss limit. I like to set my own personal daily loss limit. So I'll tell you what, this trade's taking forever. ES still respecting that 5-minute fair value gap. YM, same thing. About to start another macro here. $10.50 to $11.10. What I'd like to see as we enter this macro time, which would go with my current trade and hit my TP, is price move down, take out that previous day low, and then give us a reversal back up to this buy side equal high. And then we've also got an equal high that has formed here. And there's one or two outcomes that's going to happen right here. Price is either going to move up and we're going to sweep this equal high here around 24,840 and then continue to previous day low, or we're going to go to previous day low and then reverse. Just chop central right here. In about 3 minutes till this macro starts. Oh. We're kind of doing the same exact thing we did yesterday. We sold off the open and then we just consolidated over and over and over. And then we had a big sell off into the afternoon session. Now to enter the macro here, about 15 seconds. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling the price is going to come up, sweep them equal highs there, take my stop, and then continue to previous day low. That's what my gut's telling me. I hope that's not what happens, but that's what my gut is saying. How's everybody else doing with their trades today? How we doing, guys? ES looking like it almost inverse this 5-minute fair value gap. Tapped the 5-minute VWAP and then rejected, and is currently still sitting inside that 5-minute. Price going to come up, sweep those internal equal highs, and then it's going to continue to previous day low. That's what the old gut's saying. I mean, that 5-minute fair value gap, BPR, or whatever the hell you want to call it, it's been balanced about 10 times now on NQ. Up and down and up and down. It's a nice little pushback down there, but I'm not going to get excited just yet. We want to see a closure under 24.8. No closure under 24.8. We're not going lower. Come on, push us down under 24.8. Let's go. All right, we're at 24.8. We need to push below, and we need to displace lower. We don't need to stall here. No, that's not what we want to see. Under 24.8. Push us under. Okay, we're under 24.8. As you can see, that last 5-minute candle just closed, and it respected 24.8. Come on. Currently under. We need to stay under. The battle, the great battle of September 24th for 24.8. Who will be victorious? Come on, Bears. Push it down. Hold on. Let me bring out the superpower here. Bring out the old magnet. Magnet is out. Bringing the hammer. Come on. We're still holding under 24.8 here. We need to see a push. We need to see a displacement down here. If not, bulls are going to reclaim and take us back up again. And then we're just going to continue to chop. ES respected that 5-minute fair value gap nicely. There we go. Come on. Give me some continuation down. About 10 more points here. Come on. Currently up about 135 ticks on this trade. Come on. Push us all the way down. Previous day low. Previous day low. 24,780.50. Our target is 782.75. So we're 2 points and 1 tick off from the target. So, but we need this candle to close. We need the body to close under 24.8 here. We made a new low here, but we still have not taken out the previous day low. Now Quantower's freezing all of a sudden. What's going on here? Why is my Quantower frozen? What's going on? Still got candle movement over here on trading view, but no candle movement whatsoever on Quantower. There we go. Not sure what the hell that blip was. Push us down. Push us down. Come on, we need about 10 points here. Give us the 10 points. I want to take out this low, this internal low, as well as previous day low at the same time. We did finally get a closure underneath 24.8. So if we maintain under this level, this now that once psychological support at 24.8 has flipped to psychological resistance at 24.8. So now we have flipped since we closed below. We've gone from support to resistance, and we just need to see a push down previous day low. That's what we're looking for. Come on, push us down here. Don't give that level back up. You've been fighting over that level enough. Come on. Need about a 10-point push here. 10-point push. Looking for about 2 points shy of previous day low as our target. Will we get it? Price moving lower here. We're about 8 points away there. Okay, moving a little bit lower here. Below 790 now, 24,790. We're looking for 24,782.75. We're down in the 780s now. Give us 82.75. 82.75. Yeah, Vic, this is a long trade. I'm still in the damn thing. But we did close under 24.8 here, so I'm hopeful that we're going to see my target down here. It would just be a damn shame if we came this low to taking out that internal low and also to previous day low and we left it. I don't want to see a green candle. I want to see a blue candle. Come on. Oh, this is almost like torture. Price going back to the 24.8 area, which that psychological number is acting as a magnet in itself. Y'all wake me up when this is over. Oh, the great battle of 24.8 on the 24th of September. I tell you what, them soldiers would sure be tired. Y'all taking this long to get the war over with. This is exactly what Price did yesterday, though. Like I was saying, we sold off the 9:30 open. We moved down, and then we just consolidated till around lunch, after lunchtime, and then we had a big sell-off. And that's basically what we're doing right here, too. We sold off the 9:30 open, and we're just consolidating. Price is just playing ping pong. Just dropped a poll in the chat. All I need is 10 points. Just give me the lousy 10 points here. feel like I've aged 5 years in this trade. 8 points. Six points. Almost there. There we go. Whew. Talk about a hold. All right, gang. Turn on our trade there. See where we entered, where we exited. It's an ugly trade, lots of consolidation, but the original thought was on that leg right here, which looks better on the 1 minute where I fibbed her up. So from this swing point high to this swing point low, we drew a fib. We retraced into the 5 minute fair value gap and we entered around the 62% retracement level. Original stop was 2 ticks above the 5 minute fair value gap's candle one high. Take profit was a few points, 2 points roughly before the previous day low. Took over 10, took about an hour and 10 minutes to get to our target to move a whole, I don't know, 40 points, which is pretty bad for NQ. But we did hit our target. Target was smashed. So, good day. So we made 876 on around 870, 875 on all of our Lucid accounts, and those are now more than halfway done. Those are 150K direct accounts. So I need to get them to 159, and then I'll be able to request a payout for I think like 15 grand. 875 on our 150K straight to funding account with Tradeify. We only did 2 micros on our My Funded Future 50K core sim funded accounts because we just took payouts out of those. So we made about 170 on each of them. And Apex, like I told you guys when I started the stream, I broke my rules last night. I traded the overnight session, made roughly over 6 grand. We just made another 880 on, or excuse me, 1700 and some change on that trade because we were trading 2 contracts instead of 1. We had our ratio set. So if we download our daily profit here and pull it into Streamlabs, up 159,845 on the day. But majority of all that is coming from them 20 Apex 300K evals. Regardless, hell of a day. Apex accounts are closer to passing. I only need about roughly 6 grand to pass now. With today being Wednesday, I have Thursday and Friday to try to make it. And if I don't make it on Thursday and Friday, then I will have to pay that renewal fee. So I'm definitely going to try to make it before that. So appreciate you guys tuning in. We gave away one account today. Vic Gortra won that account. Make sure you DM Save on Prop Firms on Twitter. They'll get you the code for that account. Tune back in tomorrow. We'll give away another account. We'll do one at 10 viewers again, and then once we get to 15 viewers, we can do a second one. And basically, we'll go up in increments of 5 until we start getting some more viewers on here. Appreciate it, guys.